good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
And a warm welcome to Web 2019. First of all, like Nilesha is our host today. As Nilesha said, I'm really thankful to each of you to be here on this Sunday morning, sacrificing your golden Sunday. I'm sure most of you all are on duty, so I'm not really feeling very guilty about you all calling you all over here. But otherwise, I'm really grateful that you all are here today. And I would like to tell you all that you all are not going to repent being. So, let me first of all introduce to you, why are we here today? Any idea? All of you all? So we are here to celebrate womanhood, right? We are here to celebrate womanhood. In the context of the coming International Women's Day, we have decided to organize this event today. And today is all about you. Okay? It's all about you. You are all going to think inward, inside. Outside, what is there is going to be there, and let it be there. But let us think from inside. Okay? So it's all about you. I would suggest that in fact, today, you should go on a date with yourself. How many of you all like the word date? I really enjoy dates. I enjoy dates with my male friends, with my female friends. I enjoy a date with my husband the most. And even if I have to pay the bills for that most of the times, I enjoy it because I feel empowered to do so. Okay? I enjoy a date with my son, with my daughter, and believe me, I make it a point to have a date with each of these individuals one-on-one, because that gives me an opportunity to bond with them and to understand them better. And you know which is the date that I really enjoy the most is the date with myself. And again, believe me, I do that very often. I just walk out of the house and go to a cafe under the pretext of sitting there and working. These days it's available. You know, you go to a Starbucks, you can just go alone, sit with your laptop and you can work. So I go to a cafe by myself and I really enjoy the me time. If I feel like writing, I write something. If I just feel like, looking at people around me, I do that. I have this habit of also observing people. Some of you all would be knowing I come from the HR background. And so I have this habit of observing people, observing relationships or, the connect between two people when they are outside. So I enjoy that. And most of it, what I enjoy is I enjoy being with myself. So I request each of you today to also be on a date with yourself. Yes, you are going to have speakers speaking over here, like right now you're listening to me. You may have your ears open to what speakers are speaking, but at the same time, think inward. Think about yourselves. Okay? So today, it's about you as a woman. The screen is going on and off, but you must have seen on the screen, it was mentioned that we are presenting the web. Okay? And if you see, the web stands for Women Empowerment Boutique. Women, we all know. You are a woman, I am a woman. A girl of 5 years is also a woman. A lady of 90 years is also a woman. So we are all women. Okay? So that is something that we know. Empowerment. Also, most of us know. We know what is empowerment. I'm sure we've all heard of the word empowerment, right? But yes, there is a lot more to what we have just heard or what we just heard. And boutique, most of you all come from the hotel, all of you all in fact come from the hotel industry, in which the word boutique is used in abundance, right? So you all know what a boutique is. Would anybody like to throw some light on the word boutique? No one? Don't want to make it interactive. It's only one-way traffic. Okay, so boutique, as we all know, is a small place. It's a small place where business or something like that, any commercial activity happens, but in a very sophisticated and a stylish manner, right? So, while naming this as Women Empowerment Boutique, that was something that was in mind. We're not big, we're small. And I really don't aim to be something very big in the near future. Okay, later on I don't know how things will progress, but at the moment we are small and I'm happy being small. But in being small, if I'm able to do work which will really add value to my sisters like you and to myself and to the society, that is something that will make me really happy. And that is the reason why I decided to name it the Women Empowerment Boutique. And the Web 2019 is the first event under this banner, and I decided to make this an annual event. And of course, it will not be possible without the support of people like you, women like you, and several other women who will, I'm sure, keep joining the band over the periods. Now, let us go back to our word empowerment. So when we spoke about, or when I spoke about empowerment initially, and I asked you all didn't really tell me what empowerment is. But so I will like to talk a little bit about empowerment. So the dictionary meaning of empowerment, if you see the dictionary meaning of empowerment is authority or power to give someone to do something. Somebody giving somebody authority to do something, which is so external. And then we will say, he doesn't empower me, she doesn't empower me, right? Or he has to give me an empowerment. My boss doesn't empower me, my husband doesn't empower me, he doesn't really believe it. But my question to you all is, do we empower ourselves? Think about it. Today is all about thinking within. Do we really empower ourselves? Do we really have the confidence in ourselves? Do we believe that what we do, we will be doing the best? So today is a time to introspect. We got to think within. It is very easy to point fingers at others and say that he doesn't empower, she doesn't empower. Why would someone empower you? If they trust you, right, in doing something. So first, you need to trust yourself. You need to develop that confidence. You need to really be that aggressive in doing something. So I firmly believe that unless you empower yourself, you cannot seek empowerment from outside. Think about it. There are certain things which will not digest immediately once you. So whatever 53 years of my life, whatever experience I have got, from that I am speaking. Whatever little bit I have read here and there, from that I am speaking. So empowerment. And in order to be empowered from within, what is it that then you require? Because I said, do you have the confidence? Do you trust yourself? Which means you need to know yourself well, right? We all think that we know ourselves. But let us really go on a date one day with ourselves and check whether we know ourselves. So what are the things that you need to know about yourself? There are a lot of things. You need to know what your values are. You need to know what is the purpose of your life. You need to know what exactly makes you happy. You need to know what is it in which you find meaning. These are the things that we really need to understand in order to empower ourselves from within. And there are ways to do it. And give yourself some time. Ladies, my sisters, give yourself some time and you will definitely find out yourselves, explore yourselves. So that is about empowerment. And that is how empowerment will come to you. And believe me, once you gain confidence in yourself, once you start believing in yourself, there is nobody on this earth who cannot empower you. Another belief that I have, and this is something again which I have developed over the period of my experience and all of that, is people don't treat us the way they want to treat us. People treat us the way we allow them to treat us. The way we allow them, that is how they are going to treat us. So we have to decide for ourselves, how are we allowing people to treat us? So that is knowing about yourself. Back to a little bit on womanhood. So there are certain instances which I would want to share. We speak about women exploitation, and that has become such a major issue today, women exploitation. There are rapes going on somewhere, something else happening somewhere, people are, eve teasing is happening, girls are getting harassed in the household, in the families. Sometimes there is sexual harassment at workplace also, so on and so forth. So I will just quote one example here. I'll just narrate an incident here, and then we will see who's really responsible for all of this. Just 2 days back, I was reading on FB. There was a post by one girl who spoke about how she sacrificed her career in order to make her husband's career bigger. And then she had kids, and she wanted to raise those kids. She had to move away from Mumbai, where she was first, and then she had to go to some place in the north and all of that, which she willingly did because she had a very supportive husband. And once he was settled where he had gone, and once the kids were a little older, her husband again supported her into starting her career. So this girl, she couldn't find her career in the place where they were, because probably they were in a small B town or something like that. So she decided to move to a bigger town, to metro. And when she did that, her husband was very supportive. Her kids had no problems, but the society had. They didn't like it. As if they had to go to her husband's place and to her house and look after her kids. As if they had to go there and raise her kids and to feed them. But the society had problems. And who in the society actually creates problem? The men don't have time for all of this. It is mainly the women. So it is we who actually try to exploit our own sisters. A woman working. In fact, after reading that post, I also have given my opinion, or my 2 bits on that particular post. You stay in a society and you are a working mother. And then you hear somewhere, these ladies who are perpetually enjoying their kitty parties. Somewhere they're doing this kind of, chatting and some kind of gossip, saying, oh, she works. She doesn't pay attention to her kids. Look at her kids. They're just roaming around here and there on the road. She doesn't even know what's happening in their lives. Her daughter, she's seen with this guy, she's seen with the other guy. Happens? Happens, right? Some of you all are young, but I am speaking about this from my own experience. I had a working mother. She was